Assalamu alaikum, my name is Temur, and I will be telling the story of the conquest of Mecca. As the moon of Ramadan brightens the night sky, let's gather around to hear a tale from long ago. This is the story of the conquest of Mecca, a remarkable chapter in history about patience, peace, and a promise kept. In the land of Arabia, there was a city named Mecca. It was a special place for many people. But there was tension between the leaders of Mecca and a group of people called Muslims. The Muslims, led by the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, wanted to live in peace and practice their faith. But they had to leave Mecca because they were not treated kindly. Years passed. The Muslims grew in number and strength in the city of Medina. They longed to return to Mecca, especially during Ramadan, a month of peace and prayer. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ had a dream that he and the Muslims were entering Mecca peacefully and that they would take part in Umrah, the holy pilgrimage. Inspired by this dream, they set out for Mecca, hoping to visit the Kaaba, a sacred place they all cherished. But when they reached a place called Hudaybiyah near Mecca, the leaders of Mecca refused to let them enter. Instead of fighting, something remarkable happened. The Muslims and the Meccans agreed on a peace treaty called the Treaty of Hudaybiyah. It said that the Muslims could come back the following year and there would be peace between the two groups for 10 years. The Muslims were disappointed at first, but the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ knew that this treaty was a sign of hope. He believed in being patient and keeping promises, and he taught his followers to do the same. 2 years later, a time came when the leaders of Mecca broke the peace treaty. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ knew he had to act not with anger, but with kindness and justice. So he gathered a large group of Muslims and set out for Mecca again. This time, they were prepared for anything that might happen. But something wonderful occurred. When the Prophet and the Muslims entered Mecca, they did so peacefully. There was no big battle, no great fight. The people of Mecca were amazed by the kindness and forgiveness shown by the Muslims. Even those who had been unkind to the Muslims before were treated with respect. This peaceful entry into Mecca, known as the Conquest of Mecca, was a victory not of swords and shields, but of patience, forgiveness, and keeping one's word. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ showed that even in difficult times, treating others with kindness and respect is the best way. As we celebrate Ramadan, let's remember the story of the conquest of Mecca. It teaches us the power of patience, the importance of promises, and that true victory comes from peace and understanding. Just like the moon of Ramadan brings light in the darkness, this story lights up our hearts with lessons of peace and kindness.